Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the National Weather Service Peachtree City and Atlanta office's weekly weather briefing. My name is Sid King, and I'll be giving you a rundown on what we can expect in the days ahead. So to hit some highlights, the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicholas will be bringing numerous showers and some isolated thunderstorms on the eastern side of it across north and central Georgia today. We do have the potential for some heavy rain up to about 3 inches in central Georgia, which could lead to some localized flooding concerns in that area. And although we're going to be having some high pressure developing over the area on Friday, low-level moisture is going to persist across the area, and as a result, little change through the weekend is expected. And that's going to continue through midweek with warm temperatures and scattered air mass thunderstorms each afternoon and evening. Some isolated thunderstorms each day could produce gusty winds, frequent lightning, and locally heavy rain. So a look at our current conditions down here in southern Louisiana. We see post-tropical storm Nicholas down here on the coast, which is going to continue to diminish throughout the day and into tomorrow. And on the eastern side of that, we have deep Gulf moisture advecting into the southeastern states, which is going to persist across the area through much of the period. Here's a look at our current satellite imagery. As you can see, we have some rotation near the Louisiana coast, which is the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicholas. Taking a look at the radar, we've got most of our activity right now on the southern and eastern portions. So taking a look at the 5-day tropical outlook, once again, here is Nicholas down here at along the central northern Gulf, and we've got 3 other disturbances we have our eye on. The first of which is has an 80% chance of development in the next 5 days. It's located over the south central Atlantic, and that one is going to move west-northwest. We'll have to continue monitoring that over the next several days as it moves closer to the northern Caribbean. The second one is near the mid-Atlantic coast, just a couple of 100 miles away from South Carolina. That has a 70% chance of developing in the next 5 days, but is moving north-northeast and is not anticipated to impact any of the continental U.S. And then finally, we have a third disturbance, which is just along the African coast, forecast to move northwest, with only a 20% chance of development in the next 5 days, and is not currently anticipated to impact the U.S. either. Here's a look at our day 1 thunderstorms and rainfall. Our rain chances today are going to be in about 60 to 70% across the majority of the area. We're expecting numerous showers along with some isolated thunderstorms on the east side of Nicholas. With widespread cloud cover that I showed earlier in the satellite loop, that's going to limit afternoon highs to the 70s across the majority of our forecast area, which is going to limit atmospheric instability and going to inhibit the chance of strong, deep convection. So while there are some isolated thunderstorms expected, we're not anticipating severe weather today. And this is a look at the SPC severe risk that bears out what I just mentioned with general thunder across the majority of north and central Georgia. And here's our rainfall forecast for today. We're expecting in this area in purple about between 1.5 and 3 inches forecast in central Georgia, some lighter amounts north of the Atlanta metro area. And per the WPC, they have a marginal risk for excessive rainfall across much of central Georgia and into North Georgia. This could also cause some concern for localized flooding where heavy rain occurs, especially in parts of central Georgia, like I mentioned earlier. After scattered afternoon thunderstorms on Friday, wetter conditions are going to return on Saturday and Sunday. Rain chances and cloud covers will once again inhibit afternoon highs. We've got generally upper 70s and low 80s on Saturday, but we have rain chances 60, 70%, even up to 80% in the afternoon. Overnight, you're going to have some persisting showers and thunderstorms during the evening and overnight hours with 30 to 50%, and unseasonably warm overnight lows, even into the upper 60s and low 70s, just because of the deep moisture. Sunday is going to be much the same, with highs in the 70s and lows 80s. Once again, widespread showers and thunderstorms, 70 to 80% across the area. And once again, overnight, unseasonably warm low temperatures, but not too much reduction in the rain chances overnight, with still 30 to 50% remaining over the area. At this time, we have an additional 1 to 1.5 inches of rainfall over the weekend that are forecast, and we're going to continue to update that and monitor it as we get closer to it. Here's our 7-day forecast, and you can see from the point forecast from these 6 cities that we don't have too terribly much of a change in the next week ahead. Highs in the low to mid 80s, even upper 70s, and then lows in the 60s, and then generally a chance of numerous showers and some isolated to scattered thunderstorms each day. So that low-level moisture is going to persist and continue to drive the weather pattern throughout the period. Now, fortunately, we don't have any river gauges that are in flooding at this time, and only 2 sites, Carter's Dam and Buford Dam, are observed at near flood stage. And then river flooding concerns are not currently forecast through the weekend. If you're expecting a relief from the warm and moist conditions through the end of this week, there's not very good news in the 6 to 10 day outlook. We have a 60 to 70% chance across the majority of the area of staying warmer than normal, and then a 33 to 40% chance of remaining wetter than normal. So unfortunately, if you're a person that likes cool and dry weather, warm and moist conditions appear to be the rule for the rest of our period, even through the 25th of September. So to sum things up for today, the remnants of Nicholas will be bringing numerous showers and isolated thunderstorms across north and central Georgia today. There's a potential for some heavy rain, up to 3 inches in central Georgia, which could lead to some localized flooding concerns. Moist conditions are going to be persisting on Friday, even in spite of developing high pressure in the area, and as a result, there's going to be little change through the weekend and through midweek, as warm temperatures and scattered air mass thunderstorms are going to be the rule through the rest of the period. And that concludes our weekly weather briefing. Here's our contact information if you ever need to reach out to us. And on behalf of all of us here at the National Weather Service in Atlanta, we'd like to thank you all for your attention and for all that you continue to do. We hope you have a great week.